Come on. What's up, everybody? Sorry for not uploading for 2 months. We've been kind of busy. Shut up, low battery. That's the first thing that interrupts me. But welcome to another edition of the starting of the next season. Yes, season 1 is finally over. It was actually extended longer than what we originally planned because of the issues. But guess what? We're coming back. And we're coming back for Season 2 starting tomorrow, actually. Season 2 technically starts tomorrow because it's the first day of winter. And yeah, it's going to be exciting. We're going to have... Ow, frick, I hit myself with a piece of metal. But... we're gonna have things like more content, hopefully, as we are kicking off a lot of things on a lot of different channels. For this channel, we're gonna be releasing shorts every once in a while, and of course, Super Sunday. Every Sunday, we are gonna resume our tradition of doing 3-hour streams. And there's gonna be quite the fun. So, for the most part, this channel is mostly gonna be focused on Fortnite, but there could be other games on here as well. Especially with the new chapter starting a couple days ago, or 2 weeks ago. Today's technically the first day of week 3 of the season. And we're excited to announce that Season 2 starts tomorrow. So what we're going to be doing throughout this period, we are going to be kicking off our 4 main channels that we use. This one, the huge, we upload content as a group, as long as the group gets together. Otherwise, it's a solo, which has been happening a lot in Season 1. We also have my solo channel, Huge Own 1, that will be coming back too. We will be uploading videos on stuff like gaming or just anything games. We have our music channel, of course, which I'm currently working on a bunch of mashups and remixes and stuff like that. But next year, we're going to start releasing essential mixes as well. Meaning, music can be listened to using those. There's going to be different genres. And every week, we are going to be releasing an essential mix. In the 2023 year, we're going to select the 2022 best songs until we obviously run out of those. All the songs will come from Newgrounds, so if you were looking for a specific song, it could be on there. If it's not, it could be on YouTube, other than my mix, but we don't know. But if it's not on Newgrounds, that means like it probably got taken down, but I doubt that's going to happen because none of that's happened to any of my mixes. I only had like 2. Because I know a lot of people have been wondering when I was going to make the next essential mix. So we're going to start doing some There's going to be one for... It's not going to be like the ones where we did before, where I combined the different subgenres of every genre into one mix. We are actually going to split all the subgenres in its own mix. So if you like... So for example, we had a hip-hop essential mix that had modern hip-hop with old school hip-hop songs as well. That's not going to happen. It's going to be split by each single subgenre. The full list of subgenres and genres are all on Newgrounds. So you'll understand once we get to them. And then also we have our sports league, or our huge sports network. This channel is going to be it's going to become something pretty big, because we are kicking off a bunch of leagues. For example, we have a new Access Football League, which right now there is hopes that we could start the league with Access 23, Access Football 23 on mobile. And it's going to be the first time I ever feature an Access Football League with all 36 teams. Or maybe even possibly expand to, because of a feature called Team Creation, which they have added to the PC and console versions of the game. But it's going to be exciting. There's going to be 10 weeks in the regular season, and then the last 2 weeks will be the playoffs. And it's basically, the conferences are, I would say the conferences, we have two of them. We have the Extreme Football Conference, which features all the teams from the Extreme Access Football League when that was still a thing. Right now, it's on a pause for now. We don't know how long, if it's for forever, if it's for a year, if it's for a month, if it's for another week. We don't know. Whatever Devin decides to do, it's uncertain. Because he's already stated he said that this league is on a pause. And he also stated that he's not giving it away. And if he was to state that he was giving it away, it would have went to Real Gouda Games. Which surprises me, to be honest with you. Then you have another league we are going to be starting called, well, it's more like continuing, but it's not going to be broadcasted. It's only going to be broadcasted in the playoffs. But it is the UHL, also known as the Ultra Hockey League, where 64 teams from all across the United States and Canada compete in. Every U.S. state has a team. Every province and territory in Canada has a team. And Washington, D.C. has a team as well. So wherever state you're from, you have a team. If you're outside of the U.S. and Canada, I would pick your favorite team. Or you could follow a new league or a tournament that I'm making in the same type of scenario, in the same game as the Ultra Hockey League, and we call it the Hockey World Cup. Yes, I said the Hockey World Cup. This tournament's going to last a full year. A full year. And it's going to take place at the beginning of every day. And there's going to be 64 countries in it. And each of the 64 countries has a team of individuals that want to win. There's a total of 12 stages, which is the most amount of stages any tournament has, actually. Because the regular World Cup only has 2, group stage and a bracket stage. We have 12 stages on the other hand, and each stage eliminates teams. In each stage, a certain number of teams will qualify for the next stage. Some of them can even skip other stages by qualifying at the highest level. However, if you place last in your group in most of the stages, then you'll be eliminated. Some stages will double eliminate 2 teams out of your group, but that's only stages 3. That's going to be stage 3, 6, 9, 10, and 11 that double eliminates. Or more. But yeah, that is basically the format of that. It's going to be great. For seasons-wise, we're going to have 2 different types of seasons. We're going to have seasons for this channel, which is 3 months long. And then we're going to have something that I haven't done in a long time. Seasons for my original channel and Omelet Arcade. Starting in January 1st, we will begin Chapter 3, Season 1. We decided to go by chapters now on my YouTube channel instead of just resetting back. But we're going to Chapter 3, Season 1, and we are once again going to start out with a certain number of games, and games will be eliminated over time. It is something that's been successful on the channel for for at least Chapter 1. Chapter 2 got cut pretty long, as in Chapter 2, we had the first season of the chapter was fine, but then it went downhill in Season 2, and then we hit rock bottom in Season 3, and that's when we decided to take a 6-month break because of some bullcrap that happened in that season. So we basically skipped seasons 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then I believe we returned in season 9 of Chapter 2. And then we barely uploaded after that in seasons 10 and 11. And I don't think I've uploaded anything in season 12 either. But we're going to come back. So yeah, now we need to develop a schedule. For any day that is Monday to Saturday, which is regular days, we will have, when we wake up, I usually am going to start waking up at 7 in the morning. 7 in the morning. At 7:30, we will begin streaming for the Ice Hockey World Cup, starting on January 1st, obviously, though. And then the first game will start at 7:40. The second game will start at 8 o'clock. Third game will start at 8:20, and the fourth game will start at 8:40. Now, obviously, it can go into overtime. So, sometimes maybe different depending on that. All times are in Eastern time, just to let y'all know. in Eastern Standard Time. We have a stupid thing called Standard Time, which really shouldn't exist. Because it's absolutely horrible. But, then after that, at 9 o'clock, we will begin our Omelet Arcade stream, which we will stream for 3 hours on a daily basis, and we will be streaming the games that, well, are scheduled for those days. Then we have and then I usually end the stream at 12, and then we will have a long period where in the day where we won't do anything because I'm going to have work. Or if it's on a Monday, it's going to be just a sit and chill, take a break kind of thing. But on the other days, we will have work. And also, then at, when I get home, there should be enough time for me to make a video and then, start streaming our Access football games. If Access will allow us to stream this year. Well, it's not Access that's disabling us from streaming their game. It's the game itself just glitching. Okay, this is my Access 19 has had some issues. Up there, speaking of my schedule, there's my work schedule for this week. But we will have those on a daily basis, but on Sundays it's different. On Sundays, we still have the Hockey World Cup and we still have the Access football at the end of the day. We will and the YouTube video and the Omelet stream. We just have an addition of a traditional stream that we usually will do on this channel when we group up together and have some fun. Those are known as Super Sundays. Super Sundays are fun because I'm off and everybody's off from school. And this is going to last forever because when I get out of my current job and move to my welding job, they're closed on Sundays as well. Which mean, with an exception of painters, but I'm not going to be a painter, so I don't have to worry about that. But even if you do work on Sundays, it's not for long. It's usually not for long. So yeah, it's going to be a fun event. We will be able to do this every week for probably the rest of my life, if I decide to do this channel for the rest of my life. Because this is a fun hobby I do to keep myself not bored. Because doing nothing is very freaking boring. Like, really. That's the whole reason why I do streams and all these things. Because if I don't, I'm just going to be bored at home. Literally. And plus, I get to meet new people in the process. Now, for game suggestions, I was known to be a very poor person on this community. I am no longer that poor. If you guys want me to play a game that costs money, I could do it. I have Xbox Game Pass, so I could play any game on that well, right now they're having some technical issues with controllers, so I can only play the ones that have the touchscreen feature, which includes Minecraft Dungeons, Dirt 3, and a bunch of other games. There's at least 100 that support touchscreen. But there's a bunch of other fun games that I can't play because the controller doesn't work. Yeah, last night, let me just tell you this story. Last night, I wanted to play No Man's Sky on cloud gaming, and it requires this controller. So I was like, okay, let's get my DualSense controller. That doesn't work. So I ended up switching to my GameSir X2 Bluetooth. That didn't work either. So I then switched to the DualShock 4, which the website for Microsoft specifically said that it would work with DualShock 4. It didn't work. But then I also read something that says it only supports certain Xbox partner controllers and Xbox controllers, which GameSir X2 Bluetooth, pretty sure, is labeled as an Xbox controller because when I go to connect it via Bluetooth, it says Xbox controller on it. So, I probably might have to order an Xbox controller, which is some horse crap, to be honest. So, yeah, for now, in the meantime, we can play any game except the ones that require controllers on Game Pass. But any other game is fine. So, yeah, that is the game plan for Season 1. Other than the fact that we will start with our solo channel, we will start out with 24 games, twice as much as we had before, because we used to start with 12, but we're gonna expand to 24, so that way we can have a battle in the last season instead of it just being a solo game for the entire season. And we will feature 24 games. I think I can read you that list of games that we have, actually. Yeah, here's the list right here. The full list of games that we will be playing on our solo channel are number 24, Bunny Hop Pro. I've never played this in my life. Bunny Hop Pro is a game where you just basically bunny hop the entire game. So basically, dear gosh, that garlic smell is too strong. Dear, I can't breathe. I can't even breathe in there, bro. We have Identity V, which is a horror game, which is just like other games on Roblox called Flee the Facility and Captive. We have Last Day on Earth, Granny, Subway Surfers, FIFA Mobile, Standoff 2, Clash Royale, Clash of Clans, 8-Ball Pool, League of Legends Wild Rift, Arena of Valor, Brawl Stars, Stumble Guys, Shadow Fight 2, Geometry Dash, because it finally works on our freaking phones again. Yeah, if you didn't know, iOS 15 kind of broke Geometry Dash and Block Strike, so I couldn't play either of those two games for an entire year. And now that we updated to iOS 16, that problem was fixed, meaning now we can play Block Strike and Geometry Dash again, but Block Strike is not is not one of the games on the list. I'm just saying that was one of the games that I couldn't play because of the bug. Geometry Dash was the other one. But now that's fixed, it's game is coming back. I think the last time we had Geometry Dash scheduled for anything was, I believe it was I believe the last month we actually got to play the game was September of 2021. And I think I scheduled it. So now that it's coming back, we're finally going to be able to make content with it again. Well, I made a couple of videos on Geometry Dash when it first came back. But it wasn't really scheduled because I was going by random games at the time. But yeah, it's coming back. We have Genshin Impact, which was a fan favorite of some people. That's coming back as well. Call of Duty Mobile. Everyone on Omelette Arcade loves this game. It's coming back. Mobile Legends is also joining the fun. I had a plan to add this earlier, but we will be adding it soon. We have, of course, we're going to keep PUBG, which was on the current schedule. It was one of the 5 that was on the current schedule when we went by A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O crap schedule. When we went by a 12-day cycle based on letter days. That cycle's gone now. We're going to, of course, have Roblox, which is another fan favorite for especially doors. And, of course, we're going to keep Fortnite as well. We're going to keep Free Fire, and we're going to keep Minecraft. Of course we're going to keep Minecraft. Why the frick wouldn't we? It's the most popular out of all the games on Omelette. And I think the most popular on YouTube is a hard stretch. I don't know. But for those games will be scheduled on Mondays through Saturdays in the first 28 days of the month. On Sundays, the first 4 Sundays are known as Super Sundays. The last 7 days, the top 7 games will be featured again. Yes, the top 7 games will be featured again as a reward for scoring enough points to be in the top 7. Now, what is points exactly? Each stream for the single stream that we have for every game, we will have a point scoring system. The more points you earn, the better the game. All 24 games will compete in this at the same time. Within a month. In January, each game will get 1 stream. For the 2 games that score the least points will be eliminated, and we will not feature them in February. So make sure you watch the Omelette stream of your favorite game so it doesn't go home. As the top 22 will move on to February. Out of those 22, the top 7 will be featured again in another stream and towards the end of January. So make sure you watch your favorite game, and don't forget to watch it, because if you do, you could risk your game being eliminated. Yes, notice how I said points, not hotness. Hotness is determined, can be altered by matches and stuff on Omelette Arcade. Yes, this tournament will be based on Omelette Arcade because that's where most of our audience is. But we're talking about the points system of Omelette Arcade, which is how long someone watches a stream for. And I think every second, I guess, gives me a point for every viewer that's watching. For that stream. So yeah. Now for predictions. How I think this is going to go down is Minecraft is going to be in the lead in first place. I know that for a fact because it always is. Fortnite, Roblox is going to move into the top 7 as well. I would say Geometry Dash as well. COD Mobile, Free Fire, and what would be the 7th game that could make it? I guess maybe Genshin Impact. I think those 7 games would be featured again based on how strong we already know they are. And for the games that I think are going home, I think B-Hop Pro is going to be one of them. I'm pretty sure. And possibly Shadow Fight too, but we don't. But those are the 2 most likely. That doesn't mean they will go home, because if they score enough points, they move on. In fact, on the 3rd day of the season, on January 4th, we would automatically determine the first game to qualify for Season 2. Now, I'm still developing the schedule as this video is publishing. So yeah, that's gonna be that. And I guess that's it for the, preview of Season 2 of The Huge and Season 1 of everything else. If you guys are excited for Season 2 of The Huge and Season 1, Chapter 3 of Huge Odin 1, make sure you subscribe to the following channels: The Huge, Huge Odin 1, I changed my name from that. Omega Blue, yeah, it was Omega Blue. Omega Blue and Ultra Sports Network. And we will see you guys next time.